want some upfront damage. They want someone to be able to deal with it. And it's going to be the Tristana as the answer.
Yeah, I think the other things they were hovering, like the Jinx and stuff, kind of would make sense from their perspective of the team fight, but an advantage before the fight breaks out, and then both junglers match can be very dangerous. I also like this point, though, about, hey, fight on your power spikes, even if you're getting excited.
Whoa, speaking of getting excited, Busio with the flash over the wall. Blabber is in danger, but he defends himself well with the shield. A little more damage is needed. It's first blood for Inspired. C9 firing back with a kill onto him, though. A double for Loki. Sven's barely staying alive, and Quad and Masu are trapped behind enemy lines. Loki gets him with a twofold hex. C9 is off to a 4-1 start.
Immediately had moved in, started it up when Bwipo teleported down to do their swap.
All right, well, we've got those double buffs faded away now, but before he lost them, Loki was able to chunk Inspired out with that very... Inspired is going to move into the enemy jungle. He does have level 6 on his own champion now. Going in after Blabber. Fear Tether about to proc. Does find that one. Knocks the Blast Cone back as Quad shows up, and Blabber is down. Nice invade from Inspired and Quad.
That's the trust fall. I'm telling you, you got to have a good relationship with your mid laner. Looks like it's pretty good for FlyQuest.
They have Nocturne ult. They're going to dive.
Immediately, Thanatos in some danger as Bwipo in the bottom lane has no similar problem. A 4v1 is easy. Up here, there's no contest for these. Cloud9 has got to be plotting, planning, scheming something on the other side of the map, so they tell everybody to fall back. Masu
it sounds so sinister.
It is. If you're the one, if you're the one in the 1v4, there is nothing more diabolical than what your opponent.
Very hard to stop here for Bwipo.
Yeah, I mean, they see the Nocturne and the Taliyah on the top side, so this should be the Dragon plus the tower. This is a lot gained for Cloud9 on their strong side. Bwipo sneaks back in as Busio is coming.
Bwipo is ghosting to the turret to try to kill the minion wave in time, so there's no chance for them to fully complete the kill onto the tower. Now, immediately, Busio ready to try to follow it up here with the dredge line into the depth charge. Sven keeps firing back at these guys, but the turret itself stays standing down here in the bottom lane. C9, however, will do the same thing on the other side of the map as Loki tries to defend here at the tier 2 turret, while Thanatos takes the FlyQuest tier 1 in the bot lane.
Yeah, they know. They've drawn their battle line.
From Thanatos, from Blabber, as well as the TP from Loki. So a lot spent there. Oh, Bwipo's in trouble. He's got no help here.
Oh, boy. All right, let's see if he can try to get away from this one. It doesn't really look like it. The Rupture missing on Thanatos. Bwipo tries to burst him down, but yeah, there's no way to get him in feast range there.
You have to give it up. You have to give it up. And then finally feel like I can push in here. They're going to look for Blabber. Remember, no flash.
No flash on the Pantheon, but he's still always got that shield. Blabber's going to deploy it, but in a 1v4, you can't block enough. Bwipo takes the kill. FlyQuest
with the spellbook. And Loki, he is all upfront damage. So if he can time it, trade of flashes there.
Okay, Rupture hits Thanatos. Busio following it up as immediately Vulcan is just shredded. Inspired wants to go into the back line as now both supports are already going to be dead. Loki's in danger. He tries going between worlds, but he's only going to the underworld. Thanatos will go right there with them. FlyQuest just took the kill lead. FlyQuest just got 4 for 1.
Loki tried to walk right through them there. He got annihilated.
He got destroyed, and his full combo was exhausted by Bwipo to boot. Bwipo silences him. He's in his face. They're pressing their advantage. They want more.
Sven is down. Masu on a rampage. Blink and you'll miss the whole health bar disappearing. FlyQuest will claim the delayed ace. They will claim a turret mid. They will claim a Drake for themselves. They will claim a 5-for-1 trade. That was
and now back out onto the map. Actually, look at this. Bwipo now attacking the side lane.
Yeah, now Inspired coming down to help his top laner. Thanatos in some danger, wants to make it a trade.
On the C9 carries. And when Nocturne is the biggest gold difference in the game, how do you play the side lanes? Everyone who walks out.
Absolutely. And I mean, earlier we talked about, okay, well, yeah, but you have to deal with the 2v2, and Blabber's there too, but he's so far ahead of Blabber that you're going to win that 2v2.
Ultimate ready.
Okay, C9 thought that they might be able to rush it, but FlyQuest was ready. C9 still have the Otacon aggro. They've got it down to about 3/4 HP, but Bwipo is wrapping around the side. Quad sends in the Weaver's Wall, but he's not going to ride with it. Now Bwipo goes forward for the flash silence. They've immediately found the engage and killed Sven before the fight even starts. Thanatos can't find his way to the FlyQuest carries as Masu forces everybody else on C9 away. C9 felt desperate. They felt that the Otacon was the play, and FlyQuest knew exactly how to respond.
While Cloud9 were setting up the Otacon, Inspired was buying his second item. The Black Cleaver was completed. He annihilates Sven, and Bwipo wants more of the jungle.
Oh, a big hook there from Busio to continue locking up Blabber. No firepower from FlyQuest coming up behind him here yet. Loki wants to go into the back, find a little bit of damage onto Masu, who has to Valk away. Bwipo's going to be shut down there by Blabber, and FlyQuest may have overplayed their hand. Thanatos gets traded back in a 1-for-1, and now it looks like we are going to have the Otacon secured by Inspired as Blabber goes into the back. It's a jungler 1-for-1 trade. Everybody's dropping dead on both sides, but Quad and Masu look for a little bit more damage. Quad throws another rock, and Vulcan gets another death. 3,000 gold lead for FlyQuest. Drake started up. Blabber going to go ahead and begin the fight on the side of C9. Loki goes between worlds looking for the damage here on a Quad, zipping and zapping back and forth. Quad takes a ton of hurt from that one as Masu is finally able to join the fight. Blabber re-engages. Bwipo here on the front line, still tanking for now, but he will drop. FlyQuest lose the fight. C9 outplay him.
Bwipo just way out of position.
When C9 tried to do this with the Otacon, and C9 is going to be just as aware of FlyQuest trying to sneak the Baron away now. Quad throws out the potential there of the Unraveled Earth, but now it's Vulcan going to get caught out again. Try to be careful here with the shield. The Feast just barely doesn't kill him, and now they're trying to turn the fight around. Bwipo takes a ton of damage, nearly about to die with a Cho'Gath here, and he can't get back over the wall. FlyQuest came so close to finding a pick, but close isn't good enough. Bwipo dies again.
Yeah, Bwipo dies again there, and Inspired used the Nocturne ulti for cover. I don't even think he actually got to reactivate it for damage. So now C9, they have TP Vulcan back in, they're fighting!
Yeah, Blabber ready to keep pushing forward with Vulcan right behind him. Masu's got to be a little bit careful with these accelerated shot blasts from Thanatos. Inspired is already down! Another kill goes over as Sven kills Busio. He hits him with his trademark emote, and C9 have taken control of the game.
And that's going to be Baron for Cloud9 as well. Flowers, the comeback is just about complete for C9.
No chance of a steal, no chance to redeem themselves for this mistake. FlyQuest are hurting after that one as C9 stand with Baron with Soul Point. There now could be possibly a bit of a problem for Thanatos, but he's the only one. Should be able to pick him up here on the side of FlyQuest. Bwipo will get to the grass as Loki is now spotted and marked by Inspired, but that does mean that the Nocturne will have to use his ultimate to try to get the distance into the Drake if they want to smite fight for it. Blabber's already on top of the thing. Inspired goes in after Loki. They're trying to target the enemy mid laner instead, and Loki is already shut down. C9, massive three-man shove coming out of Quad. The Talia to shove them all straight into the grave. FlyQuest with an ace for one, with a Quadra for Masu, with a march down mid lane.
They're looking to end the game. Off of that, the Quadfather comes up huge, and Masu grabs the Quadra. Bwipo is tanking the towers. They want to send us to a game 5.
FlyQuest make the call. They catch the carry, and then they slam the fight. They'll march straight down, unimpeded, right to the enemy nexus. Nobody on Cloud9 is going to be alive to stop them in time. And just like last week, C9 and FlyQuest are going the distance. It's time for Silver Scrapes.
Let me hear ya! Silver Scrapes again for Fly.